How's it going, ladies and gents? Reverend Saint back again with another video for you guys. Today what we're going to be talking about is Overwatch. Yep, that's right, the crazy first-person shooter-esque video game made by Blizzard that was originally Project Titan, their newest MMO that got kind of canceled and then turned into Overwatch. Basically, it's a highly competitive hero-based shooter, almost kind of like a MOBA. It's really not a MOBA. It's more of a shooter. It's more similar to Team Fortress 2, but with more class-based systems and more MOBA-esque, I guess you could say, more objective focus. I guess that's the most accurate thing I can liken it to. But basically, I just kind of want to give you guys my opinion on the open beta that happened this past weekend. And yeah, so this gameplay you're going to see in the background is just some snippets that I got from 2 games I played. I did pretty good in both of them, but we lost them both. Both the games we lost, man. I don't know, man. But anyway, it's a super fun hero-based shooter slash melee game because there's some melee characters in there. They're a lot of fun. Each character has like their own special abilities. Some have sprints, some don't. Some have dashes, some have teleports, some don't. Some have jumps, some can scale walls, some can have grappling hooks and climb high up in the air and stuff like that. And each different character has their own unique skills, and that's something that's hard to do, especially for so many characters. I think there's like 21 different characters in total in the game, and there's so many. There's different types. There's the assault types, there's the defense types, there's the snipers, there's the tanks, you know, and then they got the support types, which are like your healers and your buffers and stuff like that. People who set up turrets. There's builders. There's all sorts of different types of characters in this game, and they all do different things. Like Tracer was probably my favorite to play as. She was super fun. She was super low health, only 150 health, which is extremely low, but she was super fast, and she has this ability to it's basically a teleport, but it's super fast dash forward or backward, side to side, whichever direction you choose, in a split second, and you can do that up to 3 times rapidly, and then it has to wait. You have like a 2 or 3 second recharge on each dash, and it refills. And then she also has the ability to rewind, so you can use your dashes, you can zoom in, get a couple shots in, and then hit your rewind button, and you rewind back out of the fray. And you can also use that to combine that with your ultimate ability, which she throws a big sticky bomb, and you can stick players with it, you can stick objectives with it, and it'll blow up. So you can dash in super quick, throw the ultimate down, and then rewind out of there and pick up some nice kills. She was my favorite to play as. She was a little difficult to master. I was nowhere near mastering it, but there were some players that I ran into that were just super good with her. And basically, she's more of a damage person, like quick DPS, not like big, like gigantic nuke type hits, but like DPS, fast damage, and then you get in and you get out, and you be a nuisance. She's the nuisance. You can get around and flank really fast and really easily with her, but it's hard to stay alive with her and do as much damage. It takes a lot of learning when to time your dashes and when to dip out of there and find some health. So she was one of my favorites. And then you have another character like, say, Reinhardt. Reinhardt was my second favorite character to play as. He is a tank. He is super slow, has a ton of health, and has different abilities. He has a big shield that he can put up and just block damage all around him, and players can stand behind him that are on your team, and they can stand behind that shield. But don't worry, if you're on the enemy team, you can run in there and just shoot him dead while he's got that shield up. But be careful, because he also has a big melee weapon that is his primary, and it does massive amounts of damage just in general as a regular attack. And then he also has a charge attack, which is so much fun when you get somebody, the weaker heroes that you can pin up against a wall, and you will kill them in one hit. That's how strong this dude is. And he does have one ranged attack as well. It's like a fire blade that he sends flying in the air, which also does a ton of damage. So Reinhardt's a lot of fun, and he takes a lot of damage, and your idea with him is you want to be up front on the objective as much as possible, blocking damage for your teammates, and or just annihilating guys as you can as you go. And he was one of my favorites to play as. But that's just 2 characters. You also have another tank character named Winston. He's like a big gorilla. Now this guy completely different. He does get the type of shield, but it's a stationary shield. It's like a bubble shield. You place it down, and then it's there for a little bit, and then it'll go away. And then he runs in. He has a very close range weapon. It's a little bit more range than Reinhardt's melee weapon, but it's like a laser gun. It's almost like a constant Tempest in Black Ops 3 for you Call of Duty fans out there. And it does a decent amount of damage, but not a high amount, but it does constant damage non-stop. But his ultimate ability lets him drop his gun, and he also has a leap ability where he can jump super far and high, and if you land on somebody, it does a lot of damage. But if you use your ultimate ability, you can jump as much as you want, and you have tons of melees. You just can't shoot your gun, and you have so much health. He gets so much health when he uses his ultimate ability, and that's just an example. There's a sniper girl, there's a bow and arrow guy who is really good, there's Bastion who can like transform into a stationary turret, who is overpowered, by the way. So it's a super fun game that has a ton of different options for whatever playstyle you want to play. Say you're more of a shooter guy, say if you like Call of Duty a lot more, you want to play a Soldier 70, what is it, 76 I think his name was, I can't remember the number, but he's primarily just your average shooter type guy. He gets a regular gun, and he gets a sprint, he gets a rockets if you right click, and then he gets a little healing thing that he can push down and throw down, and it's like a area of effect heal that stays around temporarily. And his ultimate ability is that you activate it and your shots will not miss any targets that are in front of you, so you can just lay into them. So it's got a character for anybody, which is a great thing, and it's made by Blizzard. It is buttery smooth, man. I played it on PC. I got a GTX 970, and I ran, even while streaming, while recording, whatever, at a solid 70 frames per second. Very, very rarely did I see it dip below that, and it went to 69. 69. Anyway, that's as low as it went for me. It was just that good of a game. It was that well made, even in this open beta, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. But there are some frustrating things about it. Having so many different heroes and so many different characters that have so many different abilities that are almost not identical at all to each other, some of them are not going to be balanced. Like I mentioned earlier, Bastion was somebody I felt was way overpowered, man. You get him in any position where he can see an open area far back, transform into a turret, and he melts people instantly. You can see in this, I think I got a kill cam here, or a round ending kill cam, or game ending kill cam type thing that they do. Play of the game is what they call it, and it is just absolutely nuts how fast he kills people, and it's just too fast. Like, I understand the concept behind him, but he's also got a ton of health, and it's just super difficult to get rid of that nuisance, because he can just sit there the entire time, and if you pop up at all in the open, you are screwed, man. You're absolutely screwed. So it's very frustrating. There's characters like that. And then another thing that really bothered me was the ability to spawn kill. And that gets extremely annoying in a game like this. It was just a little too easy to get certain heroes to stand right outside the spawn doors, and then they could just shoot rockets down right at the doorway, kill anybody who walks out. That was very frustrating, in my opinion, when you find yourself in that situation. But other than that, it's super fun. I recommend it. It's only $40 for the base edition, which isn't bad. It is something I would consider buying. If I had the money, would I buy it? Absolutely. But I do not have the money. Could this compare to Battleborn? They are two completely different games. This is very much more of a shooter-based / Team Fortress type game, whereas Battleborn is much more of a MOBA. Battleborn is way more MOBA than it is anything else. And in all honesty, I think I had more fun in Battleborn than I did Overwatch, although Overwatch was growing on me the more I played. So I definitely recommend this. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share with you guys my opinions. This video ended up being a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But it was super fun game to play temporarily. I do plan on getting it eventually in the future, but I also plan on upgrading my graphics card very soon to the new GTX 1080, so it's going to be a little bit down the road before I get Overwatch. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys thought of Overwatch if you played it in the comments down below. If you did, who were multiple your favorite heroes to play as? I'd love to know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for yet another video. Peace. thank you so much for watching, guys. I would love for you guys to go and check out this previous video. It's about the new group system in Black Ops 3. I made my own group. You guys can go join it. Stream tonight and big stream tomorrow. Hope to see you guys there. Peace.